Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at the Tampa Bay Convention Center for the International New Car and Truck Show, and we are walking around. Of course, I had to stop at the Fiat booth because guess what? This is it. This is the last time you're gonna see this car here for sale in the United States. This is a 2019 Fiat 500 Abarth. So let's talk a little bit about the Fiat 500. The 500 is that iconic car in Fiat's lineup for so many decades. Eventually, Fiat made its return back to the United States. Now, Fiat has been involved in the United States well before this car ever came to our shores, going way back to the 1960s with that beautiful 124 Spider. What's interesting though, is that this car hasn't really sold very well and Fiat has decided to kill it off. But I want to take one last look of it because when it comes to a little tiny pocket rocket, this little Fiat 500, especially with that Abarth name, is going to bring some turbocharged power, some turbocharged performance, and especially handling when it comes to light and being nimble. So let's go ahead, dive into this last. This is it, 2019 Fiat 500 Abarth. Right off the bat, I like this car because I love the iconic styling, how it goes back to the early Fiat 500 days. You have those round headlight design, both top and down low, coming across the front, that unique fascia that's only going to be one car, and that's definitely a Fiat 500. You have a flat black hexagonal grille shape down here, a little bit of a low lip extension, two fog lamps. It just looks cute and it looks fun, and I'm all right with that. Going up onto the hood, I love this little raised section right in the middle, and then it kind of flattens out and disappears. Underneath that hood, like I told you, turbocharged power. As we come around the bend, everything is all color matched, looking really sleek, very nice around the fenders. These wheels are Abarth specific. You actually have the name embossed on the wheel. Great looking design. The color just fits perfectly with this whole setup, and I just really enjoy seeing these cars because they're so unique. 17-inch wheel, you got the bright red painted calipers there, ventilated discs, front wheel drive. It would be cool to pump this up to about 300 horsepower with all-wheel drive, but that would be a dream. Going down the side, a little bit of nice gloss black metallic. This one does have a nice size sunroof. My only zonk is I wish they would have blacked out the whole roof. It's black around most of this part, and then the other half they kind of forgot. So I would black out that whole portion. I love the striping. The Abarth striping really gives it that nice sporty feel. You have that lower sill extension. Another thing where I think they kind of missed this was the chrome door handle. Get rid of that. No chrome on this car. There's your tasteful Abarth badge, just like on the nose, that scorpion. It goes back to all those rally car days with that name on those Fiat 500s. We come around out back. I like the flared fender look going on. You have a nice low roof spoiler. There's that iconic badging again, and just, you see it from the back, it looks like a Fiat 500. Now this rear fascia is specific to this particular model. I am gonna zonk it because these are fake, but they look really good though. I promise you that. And you can see the extra width to it. Exhaust, I wish I could fire this up right now. There's no mufflers. The car comes with no mufflers, so you can actually hear some of that turbo whine to it, and really just a sound with some pops and bangs that's all natural. This low rear diffuser, very, very tasteful. This area doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna zonk it, but it does look good. A lot of things that don't function still look good on this thing. Let's go ahead though, pop the hood and see what's powering this 500. All right guys, we got the small hood pop, but you know what? When you look underneath that hood, you see that turbocharged fun. There's your turbocharger nicely placed. I like the red cover that they put up there, very nicely done. Now what you're looking at underneath the hood, that's gonna be that inline 4 turbocharged engine, 157 horsepower if you have an automatic, 160 horsepower if you have a manual. When it comes to torque, 170 or 183 pound-feet of torque. The manual is a 5-speed and the automatic is a 6-speed. Now weight, this thing is so feather light, 2,550 pounds, and MPGs, that's where you're gonna see a big, huge number return. 24 in the city, 32 on the highway, 0 to 60 in around 6.9 seconds. So it may not have a ton of horsepower, but with the lightweight, with it being nimble, this thing would actually really surprise you when it performs, and definitely that sound without the mufflers out back. But let's go ahead, check out the interior and see how spacious this Fiat 500 is. All right guys, we're inside the Fiat 500. It's incredible just how spacious this is. Remember, I'm 6 feet tall. I got plenty of headroom, even with this sunroof here. All classic look. Let's go ahead and see the interior. This is the last time. Now, I am gonna zonk it because I don't like the cloth. That cloth on the armrest and the middle portion of the door, it's just gonna get dirty and not look good. The rest of the door is pretty much plain Jane, except for a shiny handle to open up the door. What I do like on the dash, I don't like the hardness, but I like the way they bring the color. So whatever your exterior color is brought inside. This one has a very, very small screen. Don't think it's only a 5-inch screen, not really the greatest. You do have your sport mode selector button here. This does have that good old-fashioned ignition key start. What is incredible to see is that in this small car, you do have dual climate control. This one is that 6-speed automatic. I'm gonna zonk that all day long. This car needs to be a manual. Here's your window switches for up and down. And then down here is where you're gonna have some unique connectivity. You got your aux jack, your USB, and then you also have a 12-volt, 2 small cup holders, good old-fashioned e-brake. And I'm telling you, this e-brake is padded because it's ready for you to just yank it up and do a nice tailspin. And then you're gonna get these little tiny captain's arms chairs, which is just something I'm not really a big fan of, but it is covered in a nice microfiber Alcantara material. Seats, they're supportive and they're comfortable, and guess what? They don't look half bad, which is amazing in such a small car. You have the embroidery on the carpets down there, the Abarth name. Just overall great feel. I'm just missing the 5-speed manual transmission. But why don't you come on over to the business end? I'll show you behind the wheel of this Fiat 500. All right, guys, business end behind the Fiat 500 Abarth. I like the aluminum trim down here. That says 500. I promise you, it's a little bit of a organic kind of shape to it. Steering wheel, though, is my favorite part. Love that this thing looks like it's right out of a Formula One car. Love the thickness, the stitch work, that Abarth logo. Right in the center, you have all your information. Obviously, I can't start it up because we're sitting inside a convention center. And then you also have your extra gauge over here for your boost. But other than that, this thing really is gonna handle like a go-kart on the street. But why don't we go ahead and check out the cargo area and see what kind of space you have. All right, guys, one challenge we ran into is because we're at the auto show, not all the cars have power to them. They actually disconnect the batteries, so we cannot open up the back hatch. But what we're gonna do, we used a little think power here, and I'm gonna have Tom kind of show you. I folded down the seats. So passenger seats all the way forward. I've folded down the rear seats to kind of show you the kind of room that you're gonna get in this Fiat 500 Abarth. It's a fun car. It's sad that it's disappearing. Would I necessarily go and buy one? No. But you know what? If I lived in an area like North Carolina or Tennessee and lived by the Dragon, this thing would be a ton of fun with that 5-speed manual. But if it's cars like these you want to keep seeing on Rady's Rise, ones that are just disappearing, we're never going to see again, leave a comment in the comment section. If you are new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He's bigger than this car. His arms are bigger than this car. So we're not even going to get him into it. But thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.